Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today is September 4th. Right now we're looking at the visible satellite imagery. You can see we got some smoke out there. I believe that is a garnet fire. You can see we have some marine layer up and down the central coast into the Bay Area. It's pretty intrusive here this morning as well. Up and down into Northern California as well. Right against the immediate coastline there. Some interior areas are dealing with some sunshine here this morning. We'll take a look at what is to come here as we go through the next few days as always and the extended forecast. And if we go back in time towards yesterday, you can see that as the garnet fire producing some smoke there that you can see as we went through the afternoon hours. We did get some thunderstorm activity across some of the peninsula range off to the east of San Diego there, across some of the Sierra Nevada and Northern California there yesterday as well. Then we go through the overnight hours here. We come back out towards this morning. Didn't see much in the way of hot spots burning, which is a good thing, but we do have quite a few active fires out there as we speak. Now, this is the lightning over the last 24 hours. And you can see it across just on the San Bernardino County border there and across some of San Diego County and some of the higher terrain and mainly Northeast California. A few thunderstorms across the Sierra Nevada yesterday and even some of the desert areas towards the Nevada-Arizona border. Now, if you want your own affordable home weather station, this is the one to get, especially for the price. You can't beat it. There's much more expensive equipment that you could buy, but this does the job quite nicely. You're not going to regret buying this station, and it helps support the channel as well. So click on that link down below to save 10% off. So taking a look here, you can see the Gifford fire. It's 97% contained now. It is considered a mega fire, up over 100,000 acres, 131,000. Garnet fire up over 30,000 now. There's a couple other big fires out there as well. And you can see these are not very well contained just yet. So those are going to continue to be producing smoke here over the next few days. Now, Tropical Storm Lorena is also off of Baja here. This is not a threat to California. May bring some moisture back up towards portions of eastern Arizona and New Mexico, but no wind threat at all to California. You can see Kiko out there as well. And you can kind of see that tropical storm as we go through maybe tomorrow morning, then a depression as it makes its way towards land there. Now, there is Lorena. You can see it looks pretty ragged and discombobulated. Not a lot of deep convection associated, but you can see Kiko out here as well. Kind of a harmless thing out there. It's got a decent eye on it. It may make its way towards the Hawaiian Islands, but plenty of time to worry about that for anybody out across the Hawaiian Islands. And usually these systems do weaken quite a bit as they approach. Now, this is San Diego, California. Some of the higher terrain, again, you could get some of this thunderstorm activity. Very low chances across some of the coastal areas here. I wouldn't worry about that too much if you're in Anaheim, for example, or Oceanside or San Diego. But across the higher terrain in some of Imperial County, you might get some thunderstorm activity, maybe San Bernardino as well, off to the east. Now, this is Los Angeles. Some air quality alerts still out there. Bakersfield, Tehachapi are underneath that. Small craft advisories for the coastal areas. This is Sacramento, bringing that chance of thunderstorms here today. Again, mainly across the Sierra Nevada and off to the eastern portion. South Lake Tahoe maybe 13% today. You see Reno at 15%, and this is Hanford, California. Tioga Pass there is about 26%, I believe, and Lake Thomas Edison is at 22%. So if we take a look here at the high resolution rapid refresh, I'm going to scroll through this today. You can see the thunderstorms across the peninsula range are pretty prolific lightning producers according to what the high resolution model is showing. Those move down towards Imperial County there as well, across the Salton Sea and across some of the Sierra Nevada, mainly right across the east slopes there, moving off in towards portions of Nevada as we go on in through Friday morning. Then we go through Friday afternoon. Again, maybe another round across the Sierra Nevada, but mostly pushing off to the east there. Looks like a little bit of relax in that thunderstorm activity as we go through Friday. So here's a wider view of things here. There's Lorena right there. There's the ridge up into the Pacific Northwest. We got this next system out over the Pacific Ocean. Put that into motion, and this is what's going to bring our temperatures back down a bit here as we go through this upcoming weekend. And then this trough kind of hangs out with us. We try to build the subtropical ridge here, but we got this trough still hanging out, and that is going to carve itself down across a lot of California here. Wish it was later in the season because this would be more impactful, and it still could bring some precipitation across the area. But it's really hard to wring out precipitation out of a mid-latitude cyclone back down into Southern California at this time of year. But that is kind of a nice look to it if you like some reduced temperatures. If we look at total precipitation in inches on the European Artificial Intelligence as we go through, you can kind of see some of that across the Sierra Nevada, maybe Northern California getting hit with that, but not a lot across Southern California as we go through the 15-day period. I'm going to scroll all the way out through the end here. And of course, it is still only September. We can still warm up quite dramatically at this time of year. So, on the backside of that trough, we may warm back up yet again, which would probably be the case at some point. But if we look here, what's coming up in the short term at 500 millibars, it's about 18,000 feet. And you can see the shape of this trough here as we go on in towards the weekend and on in through Monday. Look at that trough just kind of carved out here, really going to drop our temperatures back down across much of the region. Kind of a nice look to that here as we scroll all the way out and then through Tuesday night towards Wednesday morning. Now, here are the temperatures today. Excuse me, September 4th here. And we take a look over the next few days. We go down a little bit there on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can see that slow, gradual decline as we go down on in through Tuesday. And getting a scam call there, and just have to ignore that. But now looking on in through the mid portion next week, you can kind of see even the desert areas, we're cooling things down quite a bit. Look at that, Las Vegas only in the lower 90s, maybe 100-degree reading right across the Arizona-California border. Some of the higher terrain of the Sierra Nevada, as you can see, not bad. If you want to escape the heat, you go out there, but you don't have to go too far because only 80s there and only 80-degree there for northern Sacramento Valley by the time we go through next week. So taking a look here at the artificial intelligence, there's Lorena here. You can see some of its moisture trying to make its way across the Sierra Madre, maybe up into Arizona, New Mexico briefly, but not much of a wind threat to any places here in the United States. And then we go through the next trough coming up here, and you can see these just don't have a lot of punch at this time of year. There's that trough hanging out. And then we go through the extended, and it does want to show a little bit of tropical activity getting going here as we go through the fantasy portion of the forecast there. But this looks like it'll only impact portions of Arizona and New Mexico. But that's not even worth talking about really here at this point. I mean, we're just looking at fantasy forecasts here. But it's that time of year where these tropical systems definitely turn north at a much more rapid rate, and they make their way back towards the southwest in some cases. So just something we watch at this time of year. 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. They have below normal signals. We go through September 13th. Not bad, and kind of a mix here. We got the monsoon signal probably going to be cut off with the troughing around during this time period, and the above normal signal across Pacific Northwest and some of Northern California. You can see the sharp cutoff there right across Central California. And if you want to help support the channel, go to the Patreon page down below, should be the link. And Patreon lets creators keep about 90% of what you donate in your hard-earned money to that creator. So highly recommend that. But anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. Otherwise, click like and subscribe. We will do this all again tomorrow. Oh, by the way, we're up over 35,000 subscribers. So congratulations to the channel for that. That is your guys' award. This channel is not possible without all of you. Check back and view on a daily basis. But yeah, we'll do this all again tomorrow, and I'll talk to you guys then.